Get down here, Merc.
He has been chosen to save his people from destruction. One man must stake everything against overwhelming odds in a savage confrontation at the ends of the earth. Good chances of success? So small that only a madman will take them. Now, meet the madman.
Hello. I will never not get sick of that introduction. Never. What's with the music? That was from Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Whoa, can you guys hear me? And might be a little too loud. There we go. Hello, hello. That was Intergrade's OST. Going to be a special for that? I don't know. I don't even know really what they're going to show. I don't even know. Could be anything. Oh yeah, I was just looking through my Steam games earlier. No, actually, this is going to be talking about Deathloop. That's what they're doing today, and they're talking about indie games. It's like kind of funny because will not include updates. So they actually, like, this is kind of where we're at Deathloop, right? And it's kind of like, in terms of expectation, we're at like that level now. I don't even know if you guys can see this. Yeah, exactly. They actually go out of their way to literally say that they're not showing anything else. No PSVR, no Forbidden West, or the next God of War. Extended Deathloop gameplay plus approximately 20 minutes of updates on indies. And exciting third-party games. So third-party games, that's kind of the... If you want to look at the big surprise factor, I mean, indies. Kojima's hardly an indie, but I would consider Kojima like a third party. He's his own game developer now, and he's not a console manufacturer. Why are we here? I don't even know. You're here for the vampire, of course, right? 15, yeah, 16 trailer. It could be. I mean, I don't know. Did Square, they didn't tweet out anything about this, did they? If they didn't, then I'm pretty sure we're not going to get a trailer for that. But you got to kind of think about what they actually mean by third-party developers. Think about all the different third-party developers there are out there. There's a lot of them. Switch OLED. I don't know. It's like, though, I feel like if you were like on the fence about getting a Switch Lite, then maybe you might get a Switch OLED. I don't know. Oh, you don't, huh? That's interesting. Do I think Sora will be in Smash? I don't even know. Probably. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see anything about Square tweeting anything out, so I don't think that they'll be showing anything off here, but I do think that there's a high probability of there to be like a surprise. If it was 20 minutes of Deathloop gameplay and 9 minutes of updates on indies and exciting third-party games, I'd be like, no, there's just no way there's anything going to be really that exciting shown in 8 minutes. But they are designating, it seems like, more than half of their show towards updates on indies and exciting third-party games. Yeah, that's true. Same with Shantae and stuff. I also just I'm not the biggest Tekken fan. I don't, I barely know anything about Tekken. I didn't feel like I needed to stream that. Now, if it was another Final Fantasy character and I didn't do that, then I'd need someone to call like 911, because me not streaming that would be weird. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Sora, I think there's a really good chance for Sora. I mean, I would love it if it was someone like big like Sora, or if it was someone big like the Master Chief or Doomslayer, or even like Crash Bandicoot. Someone like old school kind of would be cool. But knowing Nintendo and Sakurai, it's going to be some off the wall. I don't even know who it could be. I was trying to like think about like, Nintendo's like really old games and stuff like that, and if they had like any kind of mascot other than, before Mario, but I don't think they did. Unless like they put like a Hanafuda card in as a fighter. I don't think that would really work though. I'd say that would flop. And that's not a card pun, that's what I actually think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whoever it's gonna be, they're gonna, people are gonna hate it, no matter who it is. People are gonna absolutely hate it. Not even people. I think the hate would overwhelm the actual like. It doesn't even matter who it really is. Or literally, really. What is like that? I mean, is it just that you guys really like Sora, or is it that you kind of really like Kingdom Hearts? Because I've heard people saying, oh yeah, having him in there as a fighter would be really cool, but I'm not really into Kingdom Hearts. I just think he'd be a cool fighter. I think if they could do him with like all the Disney things, like, incorporate all the different Disney characters that you've seen in Kingdom Hearts, that would be cool. Donald and Goofy. Yeah, fun combat, right? The different keys. You'd have different like keys as like the different costumes, the different different versions of Sora when he goes into like, Toy Story World, Spooky Town, everywhere else. That'd be pretty cool. The different animated versions of Sora. I just, again though, I have a feeling it's gonna be like, what is it, the big droid that's hunting Metroid, or not, that's not hunting Metroid, that's hunting Samus in Metroid Dread. EMMI or something like that. I feel like that's going to be the last character, knowing Nintendo. It will be big, yes. I think it's going to be, yeah, I don't know. I just have a feeling it's going to be someone that no one's really going to expect. It's either going to be someone from like a newer-ish game. What would be the worst is if Nintendo put like whoever one of the main characters were for that kickball kind of like arena multiplayer game that they were really pushing. If they did something like that, that'd just be a joke character. I just like, Sakurai. Like, what if it's just Masahiro Sakurai? What if it's just straight up Sakurai? What if it's finally Master Hand? What if you actually can finally play as the Master Hand? Which I honestly kind of surprised that that character has never been put in. More Final Fantasy news. I think the next Final Fantasy news you're probably gonna get is something to do with the Pixel remasters. I have a feeling when that launches, the first three anyways, when the first three of that launches, I feel like there'll be some kind of announcement. Also, I'm pretty much convinced that Yamatsu, he's remastering all the music for these ones, so I think that he's going to get involved in some kind of soundtrack that'll be put out there on Square Enix's store, and hopefully on like Amazon Music and Spotify eventually, where it's, you know, it's just going to be all the soundtracks that he's going to essentially redo. He's going to completely redo the soundtracks for the game. It's not like he's just taking a MIDI file and just throwing some more instruments on it. He's actually like redoing the music. And if you heard, I think it was one of the last trailers that Square put out, and they had like this huge long live stream with Yamatsu and, you know, Kitase and a bunch of other guys, and they talked about the Pixel remaster, and the music they were playing was the new music, so it sounded like it was like full orchestration. So yeah, Yamatsu, I have a feeling there'll be some kind of announcement like that. That'll probably be the next one. It's like, oh yeah, all the remaster music's Final Fantasy 1 through 6, all of it's going to be on a CD you can buy, or, you know, through the website. Yeah. Yeah, and it sounds like, you can go ahead and like look up the live stream and stuff, and it sounds wonderful. No. I think actually from what I got from the closed captioning, or the closed captioning translation that I had on my TV, it's that it seems like it's being redone. They're not repurposing anything that was used before. This is all going to be like using the new sound equipment that they have at Square Enix, presumably the same stuff that they used to mix 7 Remake's soundtrack. No, those ones, I just like re-downloaded all those. Yeah, and the soundtrack. I don't know what the heck. It's gonna sound good though. They're doing like the same exact kind of like OST treatment for the Dragon Quest 3 remaster, done in the Octopath engine. It sounds like the same exact like instrument qualities, like, you know, pretty much like digitally redone, but sounding like it's like from an actual like live orchestra. I think hey, what's up, Chalky? I think there will definitely be kind of like, I don't know if any of you guys ever tried out the GoldenEye remastered that was leaked out online that was supposed to be part of Rare Replay. I think it's going to be kind of like one of those things where like the old game is like running underneath the reskin or the pixel remastered version, where it's like literally one for one. It's just like someone just put a new skin over it. I think that's what it's going to be. I don't think that there's going to be any Remake Part 2 stuff. I really don't think so. I don't think Square would like pass up that advertising opportunity for them to pre-promote it and get people who are already interested in Final Fantasy to like show up to watch. I just don't think that. I mean, if anything, maybe you get some kind of trailer for Strangers of Paradise. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's been in development since 2018, so they've been working on it for a long while, and I don't know. It's at their discretion. When they redid the first part 1 of Final Fantasy VII Remake, they did that in half the amount of time that they usually take to make a full game. So, I don't know. What is it? One of like the devs, they said, "Oh yeah," or maybe it was Nomura, when they were asking about like the future of the, you know, after part 1. It was maybe it was one of those part of the Inside Final Fantasy, or maybe it was just like a post-release interview. Someone said, I don't know if it was Kitase, maybe it was someone else, I don't know. Someone said, oh yeah, you know, how far we progress in part 2 depends whether or not if we make it shorter, you know, meaning less chapters, or longer, you know. And I think at the time people didn't really know what that meant. Now that we have Integrate, we kind of like know what that means. That meant whoever said that, I have to go find the quote, whoever said that was pretty much their way of saying, well, the studio, we're essentially trying to make Integrate right now, and it's a really short DLC, and it's going well, and it's going to go out the door, and we don't know if we're going to do that from now on. I hope that they don't. I hope that this was like the only DLC that they do, and if they do DLC in the future, I hope it's like something that's kind of like put on at the end, kind of like what they did with Integrate. It's like, yep, oh yeah, by the way, next game, here's a little tease. I think we may not. Yeah, it might be. They usually, I don't know, like Square Enix, they've been doing things very differently. They seem to have like all these different creative projects going at once, and they're all pressing like the go button. So I don't know. Back in the day, I feel like most of these game companies would want like that clear marketing runway to kind of, clearly promote, not confuse consumers. But maybe they feel like it's different because it's 7 and the brand new mainline game. I don't know. Yeah, no kidding. That's the one thing I kept thinking as I was playing through it. I was like, wow, I like barely got through episode Gladios, and it's like Intergrade. I almost regret playing Intergrade because of how good it was. It just I wanted so much more of it. I'm selfish. I also like feel weird that not everyone that wants to play Intergrade can, because they don't have a PlayStation 5, not because they don't have the money, but because there's just no PlayStation 5s. So I felt a little bit weird about putting like videos out and reviews out. I started working on some videos. I felt weird about it because I was like, well, I'm guessing the majority of people who even watch this channel probably, maybe they were lucky enough to get a PlayStation 5, maybe not. I don't know. I felt weird about it though. It also, I felt like spoiled, kind of like I felt like unfairly spoiled that I was experiencing it and others weren't. I also felt like I couldn't really talk about it because so few people have actually played it. Yeah, the OST is really good. I mean, nervous. And the only thing, I don't even know, The only thing we have to worry about is whether or not, I don't know. I was going to make some kind of Sony joke, but then all I could think of was Jim Ryan's face. It's only a few hours as long as it comes to the PC port later. Yeah, I think it definitely will. We've already seen footage of it running on PC, so it's there. Although I haven't like gone back and played any of the hard mode or anything like that. I just played through normal mode. I haven't gone back and done the Weiss fight because my PlayStation 5 was overheating considerably. I think this is like the week that Ratchet and Clank came out, and I was bouncing back and forth between Intergrade and Ratchet and Clank. And I don't know if it was that combination of these two very, very new games, but it overheated my PlayStation. My PlayStation 5 automatically shut down, probably due to overheating. I got like a little, surface thermometer out, and I looked at the back of the PlayStation, and the thing was like, it was insanely hot. It was hotter than what the actual specs were for the console, so I ended up taking mine apart, finding that there was like a little label, just a little manufacturer's label on the inside of one of the cooling fan ducts. And so I just took some tweezers and I just removed it. And the PlayStation has sounded much quieter. I have not gone back and played either one of those games though since that happened, because I'm like, I'm a little gun shy now. Yeah, exactly. That's what it reminded me of. It literally, as I was taking it apart and I was looking at how everything is so densely packed into this huge case that is the PlayStation 5. I felt like a PlayStation, like a fat PlayStation 3. And I was just kind of like, wow, even compare it, like I have the base model PlayStation 4, even compared to that thing is like way simpler in terms of like hardware design. Like it's just a plastic shell over, a thin little sandwich of, microchip boards. The PlayStation 5, man, I've almost considered just running it now. Anytime I've run it, and I've done it before, and it seems like it's not as hot, having the sides off of it. Remember, I used to do the same thing with my PlayStation 3. I used to run it like naked without its little cover on because it was literally a plastic cover, like covering the fan, like exhaust vent. I just didn't understand that, so. Yeah, exactly. I would. Anyone who has the opportunity, unless you like absolutely have to have it, I would definitely wait for the redesigns that they're doing now, to take into consideration the semiconductor shortage. I just would. I think also like the PlayStation 5s that were manufactured, the ones that are out there now, I feel like something is wrong with like the power capacitors. They're just way too noisy. They make like this weird idling noise that I haven't heard on like a console since like like the old Sega Saturn I used to have. I just like the capacitors on the PlayStation 5. They just sound very loud. I don't know. I'm a big I need my technology to be like ninja silent. Oh yeah? What are you having? Better be the blood of your enemies. Get it? No, okay, we got 33 minutes. Good. Waiting for the remake? Man, I don't know. I've wanted to see a reimagining of Final Fantasy VII or just a upgraded graphical enhancement or anything since that tech demo. That PS3 tech demo. Fries and a soda, really? Better have the, whatever it is, sriracha. Put some sriracha ketchup on there. Do I have any cool PlayStation 3 games on here? Let me see. Don't pirate games, everyone. Make sure that you have a legitimate backup of all these things like I do. You would like a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake? What would they like, what would they do to like remake that game though? Would it just be like a one fun recreation but like have just like a fresh coat of paint, everything looks like brand new? Like I'm not like the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan, so I can't even really talk, but would it be satisfactory to the fandom, in your opinion as a fan, if they took the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine, which I'm pretty sure is Unreal, if they took that and they just remade 1 and 2, and they packaged that as a remake or a remaster, like would that be satisfactory or no? I don't know if it would be. Yeah, and also if it's like, if it's a remake, you can't have, maybe you would have the original voiceover actors. I don't know. Remake the music and improve the combat to be a bit faster. So you would have it be like Kingdom Hearts 3. You'd have the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine, the soundtrack, you would assume that Shimomura would do the soundtrack over. It would have a, production quality similar to 7R or 15 in terms of the music. Yeah, it all depends if Nomura is really down, because he'd have to oversee it, right? Mix of Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, okay. Also, it's like I forget Disney. They're they have to kind of like, in order for Disney to be involved with like Kingdom Hearts, they need to think, or figure out whether or not it's a worthy investment. So it all depends. Like, did those collections like sell particularly well for Kingdom Hearts? Because that would be an indicator whether or not something like this would get done. Now, why Nintendo decided to make an OLED model? Well, okay. So when saying, oh yeah, there's no 4K model, there's no 4K Switch, I still think there is a 4K Switch being made, obviously. There's a 4K Switch being made. Someone data mined one of the more recent updates for the Switch, and they found like evidence within the software hinting towards something that would be able to upscale 4K, from what I remember correctly. That is what they had found. So I still think that there's something to be said about that. I think that maybe eventually all the docks could be maybe some kind of like upscaler. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't come out of the, out of the box with that, because I kind of thought that's, well, why else would you have a dock? I don't know how good like upscaling to 4K from a 720p image, which is what the Switch runs at on its actual screen. I don't know how that's going to look. Or maybe there'll be some other kind of, wacky proprietary Nintendo technology. I don't know. I gotta be honest though, I'm a little I also just like don't know like what Nintendo's like, other than the things that they showed off at E3 a few weeks ago. I just don't really know like I don't know what they're doing next. I really don't. The video gaming industry just in general right now is like very weird. It's very weird. But the one things I am looking forward to, what is it, Spies Don't Die? That's the GoldenEye inspired like sequel. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, it's like interesting you make up, you bring up the Tegra chip. The Tegra chips like that they're making, like the custom chips that they're making, like the majority, first of all, the majority of like the Chinese factories that are putting together like all of this hardware, they have moved on to like smaller nanomillimeter technology. The Tegra that they're still using for the Switch, that's considered like really old tech now. So that must be costing like Nintendo more. You know what I mean? There's like a reason why like Nintendo would eventually evolve beyond cartridges and go to discs and go back to the cartridges, because of costs, media costs, and actual production costs. So you gotta figure that they are working on some kind of, smaller nanometer chip for the Switch other than the Tegra, because the Tegra is kind of old now. If you're still building Tegras, it's like, and you could be building anything else. I think you're right, yes. So it's like, I don't know where Nintendo draws the line. I don't know where they say, oh yeah, after this one, we're going on a nanomillimeter whatever, and it'll be, the nanomillimeter that all the smart technology is using. I originally thought the Switch would use disc. Yeah, I thought so too. When I actually saw like the little design, like the very first like picture of the design, I was like, oh, they're going to use mini discs like the GameCube. Nope. And I was going to like, no, they're going to use the same, proprietary technology as the Vita, and they're going to use little chips. And they kind of did. And also, the whole OLED thing about burn-in, everyone's saying that doesn't happen anymore. I beg to differ. I have OLED on my smartphone, and there is definitely burn-in on that thing. I can see things, and I don't leave like pages up for like ever on my phone. I close it. I shut the display off when I'm not using. There is definitely burn-in on my Samsung Galaxy screen. So I personally am not sold on OLED. I don't know. That's also the reason why I decided to get a PS TV as opposed to a PS Vita. Even though I could have gotten an LCD model, I decided just to get the PS TV version because I like playing it as a console versus handheld. Correct. Metroid Dread is going to be good, and I highly suggest if you haven't played, and I know it's very hard to get right now, and if you have a computer that can play it, great. If not, then try your chances on eBay, or go get a digital version of it. But Samus Returns for the 3DS, it's a good game. Advance Wars also. It's going to be a good one. And what is it, that other strategy game? Metal Gear? Correct. Yep. It is just a slightly more upgraded version. That's right, Cheese. It's an upgraded version. Mm-hmm. I could see them like whatever the whatever like the Samsung Galaxy S8, whatever that uses like a nanomillimeter chipset. I could see them like Nintendo using that and whatever GPU series went along with that version of Samsung Galaxy, because that was the iteration before I think the newest that used like the chipset before it got, Samsung ended up upgrading their chipset. That was a good one. Actually, it wasn't. I don't know. Cadence of Hyrule, like the Warriors style games. I don't know. I think the next, I don't think whatever Nintendo Warriors game comes out, even if it's something really kind of cool and kind of dumb, the Mario Mushroom Kingdom Warriors. I see that thrown around all the time. I don't think that would really work with that. I think the only Warriors games that I would play moving forward is something maybe Xenoblade related or Final Fantasy related. I was pissed. Yeah, well, my expectations are very high. Sometimes a little too high. Come on, my hair is just like sticking straight out. Oh man, we're getting close. Close to disappointment. I wonder, is there any... Okay, it's going to be happening at 5, so that means we got some time. I wonder what Horizon Zero Dawn looks like on the 3070. Do I have that on here yet? There it is. I guess the next big game that I'm looking forward to is The First Soldier. I'm really looking forward to playing that on... Well, I'm just looking forward to playing that on PC. Just straight up. I just want to play that on BlueStacks. I don't want to play that on my phone or a Samsung Galaxy tablet. That just seems like the pits to me. Stadia, remember that? I do. Unfortunately, I do. Ah, there we go. I do remember Stadia. They're still trying to like send me this. I don't know. I qualified for some kind of content creator thingamajig or whatever. They are still trying to send it to me. I just have sent the emails to the spam. I just don't really care. Their controller too, like the actual like I was honest about the controller. The controller looked cool. I think that they did. Yes. Yes. This is weird. Hang on a second, guys. It's like weird because I can't see that. There we go. Okay. Oh, now it looks horrible for you guys. Oh, I think I know why. Oh, also, this doesn't load correctly because I haven't optimized all the shaders yet. Got like 2 screens going here. That's probably screwing it up too. Yeah, actually, their Steam was running a sale. I think that today's the last day of it. So if you want to get any games, they're on sale today. Probably. Oh, wow. Yeah, this runs smooth as butter. A little bit of screen tearing, probably because I don't have G-Sync turned on.
You're here.
And also, the refresh rate is not correct. Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, my God, yeah. So much better. Oh, but it looks hell for you guys, huh? Like, it looks great! It looks horrible.
Calm down. We should speak.
Oh. Looks like a pile of crap.
Stop messing around. We should talk.
1 FPS. Looks good, right?
Aloy, you're here.
What is this game like? Well, it's a game where you actually just experience everything at 1 FPS, and that's pretty much it. It's a walking simulator that you experience as 1 FPS as Aloy, and that's it. I'll tell you one thing. This Elgato HD60 that I've had for like ever, I'm about ready to take that thing and just smash it to a million pieces with a giant hammer. Because this thing is probably like, it is the Achilles heel in my setup. It is the one thing that always constantly fails. And I swear to God, I am like inches away from getting an Aver media card. Like inches. And Elgato can kiss my fat ass. I really hate Elgato and what they've become.
We should speak.
It's a fun game though when your capture card works. Stop messing around, Aloy. See, like everything's fine on there, so I don't really quite understand. But let me check. Yep, that looks right. Oh, I might know why. No, that should be right there. Huh. Just very odd. It's one bottleneck, it is. The capture card. I really just, you know. I bought an Elgato, and it was like, I got an Elgato, an original HD60, and it was like the week before the HD60S came out, and I didn't know about it, but I did sign up to be part of like the content creators program. They ended up, anyways, I told them, I was like, when I found out, I was like, oh man, I really wish I got the HD60S. So they sent me out one of their new ones, the HD60S. It actually has a different logo than the newer ones, so I feel like it's like one of the first ones they made, and it's just not good. I don't know. It's not consistent. Blood tastes like licorice. Does it really? I've never heard that before. I once bit into a guy and it tastes like gasoline. True story. Oh, I hear something. I heard something. Let's see what's going on with my Elgato. Game Capture HD. Oh, wow. Now it just looks terrible. Oh, let me get rid of this here. Yes. There we go. That looks better. Standard, yep. That's all normal. Expanded, yep. Standard. Yep. Yep. Well, it should be anyways. How much more time we got? 13 minutes. Oh my god. So much time. We got so much time left. We gotta do something. Now we get audio from there. Okay. Stop talking. We're all just negative pieces of crap here. I want Smash Brothers to end so people can stop complaining about everything and so that community can finally shut the hell up for once. And yeah, I don't know. I think I see kids with a lot of bad opinions online. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I know. They all collectively could use a big bath. Yeah. That's a different breed, all right. Child is dead. Back in my day, Fortnite wasn't even a multiplayer game. It was just a game where you'd survive waves of bots. I remember playing like Fortnite the actual week it came out. And it was no multiplayer, no emphasis on like extreme building. It was just shooting and surviving waves of zombies, and that was it. He's not the Fire Emblem community. I know, man. What is with the rabid fan communities? It's like some of the people, like, you know, I see with these just really rabid responses to different communities and or just being part of communities and having these really just toxic takes on everything. It's like I wonder if like their dads were like the guys that would like start the schoolyard like scuffles between Sega and Nintendo. Like, you know, which one's better? I just it feels that way to me. There's the anime waifu wars. I mean, throughout my whole life, I guess, or the only thing I could really point to in my life where it's been like, yeah, okay, I've seen both positive and super negative sides of a fandom, it's definitely been the Star Trek versus Star Wars thing. I'm definitely a Star Trek guy. I like Star Wars. I don't know. I just prefer Star Trek. I think the stories are cooler, and I think the actual space technology is more realistic. And yeah, no, yeah. Forums, AOL forums from like the early 2000s, people arguing about, you know, which film was better, you know, Star Wars Phantom Menace or like Star Trek Insurrection. It's like, I swear to God, like those guys, they are the parents now of these kids who have these, you know, toxic Fire Emblem accounts. Make a time, speaking of Star Trek. Kids have no standards. I just think a lot, I mean, I have a stepsister who's quite young, and I just think a lot of kids her age, she's I think like 12, she's, you know, I think a lot of kids her age, you know, they want things instantly because that is what they know. You know, if I grew up where technology was as quick and as fast and as easily accessible at my fingertips, I think I'd have the kind of the same attitude or the same desire for things to be fast, or I don't know. I think all the Xenoblades are good. All the modern ones anyways. I think Xenoblade Chronicles X, the fact that that isn't on the Switch yet, I just don't know why. It's such an easy win for Nintendo, but what am I? I enjoy playing Xenoblade Chronicles X on my PC. It runs really good, and it looks really nice on my PC. It's like I like to argue and get into, you know, I like to state my opinion and puff my chest out on social media too and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I do realize that I don't want to spend all my time on this planet arguing about a video game fandom. I'd rather enjoy the games or chat about the games. Breath of the Wild, yeah. Simu. BSOD. Hello guys, it's BSOD Gaming. Yes, I love Simu and I love Yuzu too. And I try to use my own digital backups of games. I do. I try to use my own digital backups of games. I don't go and pirate them. I use my own backups. Oh, Bayonetta. It's a good one. It's challenging, but good. It's still weird that Bayonetta 2 is not on PC, at least not to my knowledge. Yes. I do think, however, the next big games to get either redone or remastered, we've kind of seen Blizzard start to do this with Diablo. Square has now kind of done it, or a little bit of a refresh here with the Pixel remasters, the Dragon Quest 3, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. You kind of see where I'm going with this. Companies are starting to do this. We had the Crash trilogy. Same with Spyro. I feel like now it's only a matter of time before like Metal Gear Solid gets the same sort of thing. Some of the old like Activision games, old Star Trek games, I think I mean, how could you not put those games on GOG? GOG. I don't know nothing Blizzard. That's good. I don't really. I got a code for Black Ops Cold War that I have played, and I play Warzone like maybe like once like every like 6 months or something like that, but I don't play Overwatch. I guess I will play that Diablo 2 remastered as long as it doesn't suck like the Warcraft 3 Reforged that they put out and completely screwed. Yeah, even just taking that HD collection from the PlayStation 3 era and adding, MGS4 on there with like, ray tracing. That can't be that hard. That game runs at like 60 frames per second on RC, PS3, the PS3 emulator. It runs at 60 frames per second. How hard would it be just to develop like a ray tracing for that? and have it be like mid-tier ray tracing, kind of like Miles Morales, where it's ray tracing, but it's like, it's not good as Ratchet and Clank, but it's still up there. Why couldn't they just do that with it? You know, Metal Gear Solid 4. Hey, what's up, Gino? Team Fortress 2 is better than Overwatch. I would agree. I would definitely agree. They're just, I don't know. Vagrant Story, some of the old... Most of my retro gaming experience was like only 4 years ago, but still games like Metal Gear Solid 3, RE4, DMC3 are just, you know, I feel like they're just next. They're next. They're next just to get remade, remastered. I feel like just all those games from like the late 90s / like like up to the mid 2000s, they're next on the chopping block. Dino Crisis, you know, some of the other Konami games, Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid. I feel like they're just begging to be like, you know, redone. I mean, how could no other company that has these like titles like Konami, like they're just looking over at Capcom with Resident Evil 2 and 3, and they remade those and they just like sold like millions of copies. It's like, how could Konami just kind of sit there and just be like, well, I guess we don't want free money. Let's make some more pachinkos. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Same with Nintendo. I don't know why F-Zero hasn't gotten any kind of... I mean, F-Zero GX, just take the port and throw it up on the Switch eShop. You don't even have to do any bells or whistles. It still looks good on Dolphin. It scales just fine. Just throw it up on the eShop and add multiplayer. Square Enix and Nintendo. I wish they would come back together, you know, and make Mario RPG. Some kind of remake of that. Imagine Mario RPG remade in the Odyssey engine. You could still have the isometric 3D too. You don't even have to change the camera angle. Just literally remaster Mario RPG in the Odyssey engine. How hard would that be? Not too hard, right? Exactly. Or just take the damn original game that you guys decided to put on your SNES Classic, which you all abandoned, and just put it on the eShop or put it on the Nintendo Switch Online. I really don't understand what the heck is going on. Really? You think so? I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. Maybe 10 years ago, Gino, but now I'm not buying it. They'll give you an excuse. I'm sure if I wrote a letter to them, I'd get some generic canned response. I'm sure the person replying or sending the letter back probably doesn't even know who Gino is, let alone what Mario RPG was. I think it has to come down with money and negotiations, and I think it actually has to come down with the directors. I think it also, because Miyamoto didn't like Miyamoto partially direct that, I have a feeling, he would just want to get paid for that. Same with the two Square Enix guys they had. One of them I'm actually following on Twitter. 2 more minutes? Only 2? Good. It's time to get in there. Is it time yet? Oh yeah, Big Slayer, Little Slayer. If there's actually a surprise, it's going to be much easier for me to re-edit this than Little Tiny Slayer. I look stupid when I make... Ugh. I'll just keep it like this. How about that? I'll be like, hey Nintendo, why do you suck so hard? And they'll send me back a lollipop. any Slayer minion for Final Fantasy 14, I would love that. If there's ever a Sephiroth minion, I'm gonna sign back up my 30-day subscription. And Mozart, I paid for a month of that. I'm paying for the sub, and I'm not even playing. They already got my money. Big true. I want to support them. They've been good to me my whole life. You know, I can't turn on them now. But I can, as a longtime fan, question their moves because I've been a longtime fan for a while. Give me your gil. Do I have more gil? I probably have a crap ton of gil. The thousands and thousands of gil that I have. "13 seconds. At least 4 million. I was Mr. Moneybags in that game, wasn't I? It's time.
There are those who look into the eyes
No
of
PlayStation
another
VR news. What do they start off with?
opportunity.
A VR game.
A soul to
All of what they
corrupt
said,
and
throw it out the
twist.
fucking window. They're
Their
liars.
stories are the ones we fear. And there are those who see potential. The light within the soul.
Did they not say they were going to show any VR?
Someone up to achieve the impossible. Their stories rise to legend.
We've been
So
duped.
tell me,
Duped. We've been
what do you
duped.
see in Quill?
Tricked.
Because her story
Snowed.
depends on you.
All bets are off. Literally, Final Fantasy 16, 7 Remake Part 2, they're all on the table now. By the way, guys, no VR stuff whatsoever. Oh, by the way, here's a VR game. Cool.
Thanks for kicking off our new State of Play, Quill.
You're welcome.
Moss 2 is currently in development for PSVR. We've got some more exciting updates today, so let's keep it going. Here's a flashy new multiplayer shooter from the team at Ilphonic.
Flashy new multiplayer shooter. They're leveling. The mouse becomes like Arnold Schwarzenegger by the end of the game and just completely a roided out freak of nature. I'm done with like any kind of arena shooters like this stuff. I'm just kind of like over. Is that actually what this is called, Arcageddon? I've kind of like said this, I think, before, Arcadegeddon, but it doesn't look like an arcade at all.
That was your first look at Arcadegeddon, which begins early access today for PlayStation 5.
Oh.
Tribes of Midgard arrives later this month. Let's get a sneak peek at the
First the
post-launch plans
tribes
for this
of
addictive
Midgar.
action RPG from Norsefell Games.
Then I was like, oh no, never
Hi,
mind.
I'm Sydney from Norsefell, and I'm here to tell you more about how Tribes of Midgard will grow even bigger after launch with free season updates. Tribes of Midgard is a 10-player survival action RPG
So
where you
Gauntlet.
play as an Einherjar, a legendary Viking warrior revived by Odin himself to stop Ragnarok. There are 2 primary game modes, the session-based Saga mode and the endless survival mode, that are all about exploring Midgard, powering up your character, and fortifying your home village to stand against giants bent on destroying the seat of Yggdrasil. New seasonal updates will change the way you play and add challenges for you and your tribe to overcome. The game launches with Season 1, The Wolf Saga. It includes new classes, exclusive loot, and a powerful new boss. There will be 8 different classes to unlock and choose from. Let's take a quick look at the Ranger, one of our 2 starting classes. As you gain levels, you unlock game-changing abilities in your class
Like,
skill
I
tree
know,
to
like,
match
you
your
know-
playstyle. Like the lightning fast quick shot or the powerful slow poke. Because classes are complementary, it's fun to have a bit of everything in your tribe. We're excited to see how your strategies will change.
You know,
as
like when you
classes
like watch
expand in
game
future
trailers and
updates.
you feel like you've seen the game before and you come to find
Season
out
1
that
also
it is a new
introduces
brand new
runes,
game.
which
Just
give you
it
new special
feels like
powers
it's
to
been done
customize your
already. That's
character
kind of
even
what
more.
I feel
The
when I
Wolf
see
Saga
this.
will
I
launch
feel
with
like I've
30
seen this not
runes,
only in like
including the Might of
Diablo,
Mjolnir, which
but
add
League of
powerful
Legends. You
chain
know,
lightning arcs
Heroes
to
of
your
the
attacks.
Storm.
You can use multiple runes together, and the
I
effects can
just,
get pretty wild.
you know, Divinity
You'll end
Original
up with
Sin. You
different
want me to
rune
keep going on,
combinations
like
each
you know,
session,
Gauntlet.
so
You know,
you'll
on the
always have new
arcade.
ways to
You know, Gauntlet
experiment.
Legends. It feels like those kind of
Last
games,
but not
and it's
least,
like
the biggest part of every season are saga quests.
if I'm gonna play any one of these types of games, it's gonna be Diablo.
You'll
You know what I
unlock
mean?
the ability to access a mysterious lair and face down your most powerful challenge yet. And the more dangerous foes you take on, the greater the reward. Speaking of great rewards, the Wolf Saga is stacked with season-exclusive weapons, armor sets,
Hey,
and
Scott
truly
Pilgrim.
mighty
That's a good one.
companions. I love this guy. This saga is only the beginning. Tribes of Midgard will keep expanding with more seasons that explore different parts of Norse mythology and add even more to the game. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Midgard soon on July 27th.
I don't think you will, but good luck. And may you have many, many sales with... Oh, it's by Gearbox. Interesting. So it's a Gearbox game. Resident Evil games are on sale. I wonder if that means anything.
City's as good as lost. Must you go back?
I must go back in order to end all this.
Jazz Jackrabbit. Hell yeah! You want to talk about reviving a classic, even though it's not Jazz Jackrabbit. It looks more like Peter Cottontail. What about how left field would that be? Jazz Jackrabbit remake. I mean, he's like a green bunny. That's a good game.
Up next,
Eh,
what do you get when you mix
I'm like
fighting
yawning
games
because
and battle
I'm
royale?
not impressed.
Ancient legends are told. Of the battle between demons and hunters.
What is this?
Hi everyone, I'm John Georgie from Mantisco. And on behalf of our studio, I am thrilled to welcome you to the world of Hunter's Arena. In this mystical world, you will play as hunters.
Mixed
who
fighting
must
and
fight
battle.
deadly
Is that actually
demons
what this
as well
is?
as other online players in order to survive. As a skillful hunter, you will master powerful swordplay and martial arts, and will be constantly tested of your skills of precise timing and fast
John
decision-making.
Georgie?
However, don't forget to have a little
Is that
fun
someone
on your
in-
journey
who is
by
that?
customizing your weapons from disco balls to
That guy.
rubber ducks.
What?
As you explore our expansive maps, you will be able to explore dungeons and slay ancient demons to level up. We look forward to seeing your personalized strategies on your hunt.
That's actually what they said.
Another huge
See, I'm
threat
like
to
not
look
even
out
paying
for
attention
is
because I'm
none
just like
other than one
half
of your
asleep.
own,
Mentally,
a
I'm half
hunter.
asleep already.
Always have different strategies in mind and use the environment
a
around
good name,
you
though.
when facing your enemies. Utilize bushes for ambush or drop strike from higher grounds to unleash a lethal blow on unexpected enemy players. Hunter's Arena features 2 Battle Royale modes, Solo
what's up, Cap?
and Trio. In Solo mode, you will solely take on other enemy players as well as deadly demons lurking behind your back in a 30-player free-for-all.
Yeah, if there's actually a
In
series
Trio mode,
like
you'll be able
on
to
like
team up with your friends, where
that gets like
focusing
put on
teamwork
sale
and planning
from
out
Sony like
strategies
right
are
now,
crucial
I would
in
be
achieving
suspect that
victory.
there would be some kind of announcement from
There is
that
so much more to
series.
experience in this fascinating
Like if we
world.
find out all of a
I
sudden all the
can't
Metal
wait
Gear
for you
Solid
to
games
encounter
go on
the
sale like on
countless
every
dangers
platform
waiting
that
in
they're available on,
Hunter's
like on
Arena
GOG
when it
and stuff
launches
or
next
Steam,
month on
then I would
PS4
highly,
and
highly
PS5.
suspect that a Metal Gear Solid game is going to be
Thank
announced.
you for joining me today.
But
and I will see you all soon on Hunter's Arena.
Jump into Battle Royale action when Hunter's Arena Legends arrives on PS4 and PS5 next month. PlayStation Plus members will be able to download the PS4 and PS5 versions at no extra cost.
nice, I
starting
can
August
try it
3rd.
for free before I trash it on Metacritic. No. No. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm sure that there are some people who are excited for some of these games that they've shown so far. I'm not any of those people, though. You know, there's, I guess I'm, it's like you age. Absolver does. Looks okay, but this just for me, it just doesn't look like anything that, you know, it doesn't look like that anything that hasn't been done already. It looks very like samey. What about like Ghostwire Tokyo? When are we gonna find out about that game?
Ever wanted to explore an alien planet? Then this next game is for you.
Oh yeah? The hell is this?
This is Jet, The Far Shore, created by Super Brothers and Pine Scented, with a score by Scientific. In Jet, you play as May, one of a unit of aviator scientists who embark on an interstellar trip and alight on a mythic
Is Mario
ocean
Golf
planet
good?
where they dream of securing a future.
I think
for
it
their
can
species.
be with a few updates.
We
How it's
aspire
right
to
now,
create
though?
a video game
No, I wouldn't
to
buy it at full
express
price.
our
I'd
own
wait for it to be
feelings
on
of
sale or
awe
something.
when we look up at the starry sky.
Mario Golf, Super Rush, like
Jet is all about motion.
it doesn't feel as
whether
rushed
it's
out as
weaving
that.
through trees
What is it?
or jumping
The
over
Ultra
obstacles.
Tennis game that they put out
I
for the
love
Switch,
that
but
sense of speeding
it's
through
kind of
a
there,
remarkable natural
almost there.
space under a grand sky, and suddenly being in someone's helmet. Boots
Hey,
on
what's
the
up,
ground.
AM?
Jet's premise involves exploration and
No,
discovery.
didn't miss anything
However,
except for me.
Our
You
design
know, of
doesn't
course. but
rely on resource
That's right.
to
You
tread
miss me.
lightly, giving indigenous wildlife a wide berth, striving to adapt and
This
avoid
seems cool, kind of
conflict.
like
As a jet scout, you'll inspect living things and employ your jet's tools to figure out what makes them tick. Occasionally, you'll run into trouble, and you'll
this
have
looks
to
kind of
use
cool. It's like
everything at your
kind of like a
disposal
shoot 'em
to
ups, but
emerge
like, you know, a
unscathed.
reinvented version of shoot 'em ups.
Over the years, we've contemplated what might be on the minds of interstellar explorers, what might propel them, and what might haunt them. And so our story provides an occasional
Yeah, this
glimpse
game, it looks
into
good, right?
May's
I know, this is the
dreams,
first one that I've been
memories, and
kind of
visions.
interested in.
At heart, Jet is
It has like
a
some exploration
laid-back
elements in it.
and
I'm not wild
enjoyable
about how the people look in the game, but
exploratory
the actual
action-adventure set
gameplay like
within
looks
an
interesting.
Intriguing new science fiction cosmos.
Looks like you can do like a little bit of terraforming there too. Looks like I saw like the guy
Jet has
planting
had
like
a long
flowers.
road. For a few years, there were only 3 of us. Since then, this vision has been sharpened and bolstered
Yeah, this one looks pretty
by
good.
an all-star squad. We hope you'll embark with us.
Use a little bit more polish, but I think it looks cool. I wonder if they could like do multiplayer with this, and you could do like, you know, cross exploration of planets with like 3 or 4 different people. Because that'd be kind of cool.
Let's check in with our friends at Sega for more on 2 upcoming
Sega?
adventures.
Demon Slayer? This is a big series.
This the place?
Is there a blood type to drink? Oh,
It's okay. I'm with you. I'll
so
keep
it's
you
the best
safe.
part? No, I'm not. Thank you though. I
The
appreciate it.
demon's scent is growing stronger.
Whoops.
The door! It just closed on its own! You saw it, right?
Happens when I try to salute. Mouse falls off the desk.
Fight me! Whoever shows up will
Anime
be my
run.
next prey!
So much anime
I'm
run.
a demon slayer. Rank Mizunoto. Tanjiro Kamado.
I've never watched it either.
And he's wielding Nichirin swords. Is he with the demon
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Zenitsu?
They have Sega news though, so it's like, you know,
He's not just
Sega's third
pretending.
party in this presentation,
He's
so
really
maybe,
out
maybe Square.
Thunder breathing. First form.
Watch this though; it'll be like an update on Marvel's Avengers, and it'll be like the Spider-Man update that everyone was wanting to be at E3.
How could this human wound me?
Let's go. I'm not giving up. Not ever. Keep moving forward.
So it's like Souls survival or like Souls like combat with like it's combined with Demon Slayer.
Get my hands on that rare blood.
That's what it seems
and
like, right?
reclaim my rightful
Like survival
place among
combat.
the 12 Kizuki.
Yes, I've got him now.
If you are into that show, I'm sure this is like right up your alley.
Your Honor, in a warehouse.
New
about
Judgment?
3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama.
New Judgment game?
Maybe you hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
You mean it's revenge?
Yakuza Studio. Yep.
Could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy
Either that or
instead?
it's like just an advertisement for the PlayStation 5 version.
I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious.
Music's dope. Sounds exactly
suspicious.
Like Yakuza Like a Dragon. So wait a minute, is Judgment gonna have the same combat as Yakuza Like a Dragon or no?
This race is mine.
This is dope as hell. This must be the new Judgment game. The dog sounds like a tiger, that's hilarious.
Believe me, I'm just as clueless as you are, much as I hate to admit it.
Yeah.
Is it to tell you? This is your final warning.
They've been spying on me?
I guess we couldn't ask for a better piece of bait.
What
The
the hell
music,
do you think
man.
you're doing? This has nothing to do with her.
Feels like Yakuza mixed with Judgment. Okay.
Our next game was revealed
Brand
just
new
a few weeks ago.
The
Time
Judgment
for a closer
game
look at
coming
the
out
expanded
soon?
and enhanced Death Stranding Director's Cut, coming soon to PS5.
Oh, so this is the new Death Stranding.
Once there was an explosion.
So Kojima is considered a third-party studio now, I guess.
Rise to life as we know it.
Wants to play some more naked Daryl
the next
Dixon.
explosion. An explosion. That will be our last.
I've yet to finish this game because I was just so kind of put off by the performance on my base model PlayStation 4.
On the beach.
I have no excuse now that I have the PlayStation 5, so I guess I should try to play it again.
Get rid of the BTs.
But at least we'll have hope.
I'm a porter. I don't care about connecting anything.
Mailman sim, yes.
You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding.
Ooh. I was hoping we get some kind of upgraded melee attack, because his default melee sucked. He'd punch like once and then that'd be it. The director's cut. Everything is a director's cut now. Everything re-released gets a director's cut. Death Stranding is like I would say it's a good game if you got nothing else to play, because it is something that takes a long time and it is like very like story intensive and graphic like, you know, intensive. It's like it pays to look around and really look at the game. It's a game where you definitely stop and smell the roses a number of times. So I highly suggest it to people who are kind of like in a funk, who have never played it. If you're in some kind of like gaming funk and you don't really know what to play, definitely give it a shot. It's a very big game. It's very cinematic and story driven.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
The regular standard version is fine too. Director's cut just seems like it has some other bells and whistles. Soon.
Deathloop hits PS5 on September 14th. Let's check out an extended gameplay demo of Bethesda and Arcane's Violent Vision.
Yeah, I mean, I would pick it up. If the standard game like ever goes to like PS Plus, definitely get it then. Otherwise, don't pay full price for it unless it's the director's cut.
Every single person here is out to kill me.
It's fun. I've been cutting short your meaningless rampages for some time. It's totally normal. Death is a typical physiological experience in this place.
I hate to break it to you, but there is nothing normal about this fucking island.
Deathloop, I'm thinking of soup. Yeah. Or like a soup bowl full of NyQuil. I don't know. I remember when they first showed this game, I really was not that interested, and I'm just kind of more or less in the same boat.
Am I supposed to do this every day for the rest of my life?
Now, if the voice of the main character was, you know,
I'm Dinga, game director
the voice actor who plays Barrett,
here to give you a special look at Deathloop.
That might be a different story.
You're stuck in a time loop on the island of Black Reef where everybody wants you dead. To escape, you'll have to take out 8 targets known as the Visionaries before the day repeats.
Skip.
Also, one of your targets, Juliana, is in the business of hunting you down.
Your targets.
Fail to kill the target or die, and the day starts over.
You gotta be kidding me.
But every loop...
Oh, so it's like a more whimsical version of Returnal.
With every cycle, you will learn more about the Visionaries and the secrets of the island by exploring and observing. You will discover their habits and secrets, using that knowledge to progress through the story. Let's jump into a mission several hours into the game to see Colt take on the Visionary, Alexis, the Wolf, Dorsey. At this point, you have already
I've never played the Dishonored game, so I don't really have too much of an attachment to the studio.
Party. Let's use that intel to identify Alexis and take him down.
I was just thinking.
I want to know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, you don't want that. You're looking for purpose.
I'm looking for the fastest way out of this place.
So is this gameplay? This seems like it's like all pre-rendered like CGI stuff.
Blah, 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 blah.
Were you talking when I was talking?
I have top secret information.
Okay, what is it?
I said it was top secret. Okay. See the fireworks in?
I've thought about it, and I think I'm doing everyone here a favor by ending this.
So what happens when you break the loop? Seriously, I want your theories.
Everything goes back to normal, obviously.
Normal. You have absolutely no fucking idea what will happen.
True, but I know.
They certainly like throwing the F-bombs around a lot in this trailer. I think I've heard the F word like 3 times. Not that I care about swearing in trailers, but fuck.
Dying isn't the end. Reprise is one of the powers you can unlock. It allows you to die and rewind twice before the loop restarts. You have also seen Carnesis, that allows you to yank enemies around and shift the short-range teleport.
Hey, we killed you!
Colt, do you need my help?
Nah, I'm fine.
But keep getting yourself killed. Can you stay still for a second?
Keep there, piece of shit!
Another death head roll.
Here's where Colt died. You can absorb your body to regain Residium, a resource that allows you to save your favorite weapons and abilities between loops. Over time, you will build an arsenal of weapons, abilities, and upgrades that you can mix and match between missions to suit your playstyle or the needs of a specific task. We use the haptic feedback and the adaptive trigger of the PS5's DualSense controller to bring an extra layer of immersion to your experience.
I think it's Sombra that you're thinking of.
Every movement feels different, and weapons express their personality in the palm of your hands.
Very impressive. I'm clapping with one hand.
Don't stop there. Put them both together. The body count is gonna get high.
To Alexis's party. I found another way in.
Yeah, I'm pretty much guessing this is it.
There's always multiple ways to approach a target, and we just learned of one, a back entrance to the mansion. Conversations like this happen all over Black Reef, and it often pays to stop and listen.
Oh, the cuts, like the transitions are just rough, like full frames just straight up missing from animations. Do you guys see that? Or like the guy went from like being on top of his head to suddenly just having him pinned to the ground. Definitely some missed animation frames there.
That alert means your rival, Juliana, has invaded your game. Controlled by another player or the AI, she's the real deal. You'll have to be extra vigilant when she's on the hunt.
Is this like supposed to be kind of like espionage, that game, or like Rogue, kind of like what, like FPS Rogue?
Ain't my style.
You're all business all the time, aren't you? What is
It's like not bullet hell FPS or anything like that. It's just straight up like sneak survival.
Chit-chatting when I should be killing motherfuckers, apparently.
I'll smoke anywhere, man. I'll smoke at the doctor's office. I'll smoke at a funeral. I'll smoke at people.
Yeah, I mean, this might be it.
The Wolves play a sick game. Whoever fails to impress the others with their evil deeds goes into the grinder and onto the dinner menu. Let's see if we can rig the outcome.
I don't want to come off sounding like an ass, but I understand like the whole wolf aesthetic is like part of like the game, but to me that feels like a little lazy. It feels like they just stuck a wolf mask over everyone and they just kind of did subtle changes to like the body and that's it.
Profits far outstretched our small legal fees. We made millions that year. Cheap bastards who died, they could have afforded it if it was important enough.
Arrogant, cruel, no regard for others? Yeah, that's definitely Alexis. Allez hop! Alexis just dropped an upgrade to the Carnes's power and a hefty dose of Residium. Time to get the hell out of here.
Music's pretty dope. Yeah, see? Oh, looks like it's the same person. Just with different clothes on. You just, you know, see. I'm curious to see like what the actual like live stream chat is on the actual Sony stream, because it's probably like people are probably just like so done with this SHIT. They're probably just done with it.
But you did.
Next. It's terrible. Yeah.
That's a wrap for today. But we'll be back with more breaking news and updates before you know it. See you soon.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was again, sometimes I do really wonder. It's like, I know that marketers love to market anything they can. Just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you should. I felt like that presentation deserved at least 3 or 4 other big game announcements that just weren't there. So I give that one a solid like 5 out of 10. Yeah. No, not yet. I guess not. Square, like, you know, I don't know, they did the announcement for Integrate and they did the announcement for 16 during the State of Play, so my guess is there will be a State of Play designated specifically for Final Fantasy or for Square Enix. I don't want to watch the Evo warm-up rounds. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not, I don't really know anything. Yeah, just, I don't know. I know. I feel like, yeah, like Nintendo's like last. I don't know. Also, it feels like E3 was just a little while ago. Would it have really been such a big deal for them to put all these announcements in E3? I don't think it really would have been. I don't think it would have like detracted from anything that they said today, right? For the next Nintendo Direct. I think Xbox will have something soon. I think Microsoft will have something soon. I don't really know if there'll be anything shown at that, but it would be cool if there was. I would just like to see something. Just something. Even if it's just like a tweet being like, hey, it's, you know, a trailer is coming soon for 16. Just something. Yeah, I think it's like a 5 out of 10, and the only reason it gets the 5 is because of Judgment, Lost Judgment. Hey, what's up, Christian? Hello. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. And the question is now, do I stream anything else? I am still concerned about my PlayStation overheating. The Death Stranding thing, I guess that was kind of cool, getting a release date for that. This was a waste. It was kind of a, yeah. It was definitely very low, whatever you want to call it, low tier, low effort. It's kind of like when you have guests over and it's like you're expected to put out a snack and all you put out is like, you know, all you have in your refrigerator is just a bunch of ketchup condiment packets, and that's all you put out is just a bowl full of condiment packets, and you're like, eat up, assholes. Welcome to my home. That's kind of what this feels like. It feels like I went to someone's house for a party, and the only thing they had there to serve me was condiment packets. So what's up next on your channel? What have you been up to? I've been up to a lot of things. I had some personal things to deal with. Had an unfortunate death in my close family, which really kind of sucked. Yeah, it just was a really unfortunate thing. Had to deal with that with the family. Been working, I have literally like 6 or 7 videos that are just in different phases of completion. I like to hop around with different projects that I work on to kind of keep it fresh for me. And I especially like doing that when like there really isn't a big game that's like I've been like fully invested in. So I've been just working on videos, really. I've been working on videos for myself, but for other content creators that I'm contracted out through. Anything about Silent Hill? No. Unfortunately not. Nothing about Silent Hill. I think, yeah, no, there's nothing about Silent Hill. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. It was a very unexpected loss, so it was really sad. But doing better now. Family's doing better. Yeah, and I guess the games that I've been playing most, I was playing a lot of Resident Evil 8 on PlayStation 5. I was playing Ratchet and Clank. I've been playing a lot of just trying out different games with my new RTX 3070 graphics card. I'm like really happy I got that card, so I've been trying out like different emulators that were being bottlenecked by my old graphics card. Trying out the new Xenia Canary emulator, that's the Xbox 360. I want to get Lost Odyssey working on that so I can play that at like higher resolutions than even the Xbox One X can do. Damn it, I hate this year. Want to play some Switch? You know, actually, my Nintendo Switch is not even down here in my studio. It's like up. I could go get it. It's up 2 flights of stairs. It's like the first time in a long time since like my Switch has like left the dock. So when I looked over and I didn't see it over there, my heart just like sank into my stomach. I thought I got my Switch like lifted, and I was like, oh no, wait a minute, it's upstairs. If I was to play anything right now, I think I'd probably try to play something. Well, I did buy some Steam games. I bought all the Yakuzas because I didn't have Yakuza 3, 4, or 5 remastered. I got that. I reinstalled Cyberpunk 2077 just so I could play and test it out with the new graphics card that I got. I got Star Wars Fallen Order, which is a lot of fun. I've been trying out the Doom Eternal RTX update, which has been cool. Hey, take it easy, Christian, all right? I'm trying to think about what else. Playing some of the expansions. I've been recording some gameplay and recording expansion pack gameplay footage with Final Fantasy VII Remake mods in Final Fantasy XV's episodic DLCs for Gladios, Prompto, and Ignis. I really do. I want to try to play through, and I guess that's kind of the problem I'm having. A lot of the games that I would ordinarily stream, they would probably be the games that I'd be probably making for the basis of my next video edits. So I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. Cool games. Yeah, 15's Gladios DLC is definitely made better by having Zach's inclusion as the main character. Not that I have anything against Gladios, I just think that that would have been a cool thing to have. Is this actually plugged in? Yes, it is. Well, let's actually see how long we can get in this before it crashes. So part of the whole thing that kind of happens with 15 when you mod it heavily is that it actually crashes. It crashes pretty frequently. Wait a minute. We'll see because it was screwed up before. Okay, it looks good there. Yeah, the game likes to crash an awful lot when you have mods, just any mods installed. And I don't even think I have music or anything turned on. I think I only have maybe sound effects turned on. We'll see. Yeah, there's like, no, I have nothing turned on, which is kind of funny. I have the audio turned on though, so that's good. You want to see my mod videos? I got a lot of them in the works. It takes a long time though to make them. You never consider that when you're like, going through like a creative project. You're always like, oh man, this is going to be so cool. And you don't really think like, oh God, this is going to take me so long to do. Hey. Let me turn this up. And if anyone does have Steam, this is still on sale. This game is on sale. The ultimate, whatever version, I think it's Windows version that has all the DLCs, it's on sale. The basic version of the game, I think, is the best part of 15, but everything for this game is on sale. And if it's like under 12 bucks or 10 bucks, it's definitely worth it. For the mods, too. Can't forget about the mods. Any good Switch games to buy right now? Hang on, let me pause. Should I have it with the 15 voice actors? Or should I just have no voices? Yes, I do. My top 10 list, I have actually my favorite Nintendo Switch games. One of them is Golf Story. That is actually, I think, one of my favorite games. We'll just play it. I feel like we'd have to have like the right music though in here because the no music is like bothering me. Let me see if I can find it. Nope, that's not it. Whoops. Soldier's Fury. Nope, not that one. Rama. Nope. Not the runaround. Not that. I just want to put on some Crisis Core music. There we go. Oh, good. And I took the sword mods off, so the Buster swords aren't like sticking out of their assholes while they're sitting down on these camping chairs, which I thought looked ridiculous. Rayman Legends, that's a good one, but that's also like out on like every other platform, pretty sure. Begin the combat tutorial? No, we don't know how to fight. I think they definitely will. Yeah, you know how like Zach is like, you know, gets on the phone a number of times in Crisis Core? Yeah, that's right. You can already like tell. You can already like see. And imagine if that sword there was not Gladius's regular two-handed, it was the Buster sword. If I just showed you that screenshot, you'd be like, oh crap. Oh, I mean, of course. Oh, yeah. Look who it is. Well, well, well. That's funny. Sing. What's he doing there? Not the remake I was expecting. It's a mystery. It will always be a mystery. I really should put their voices on. It just seems weird without them talking. They're just standing there, lips are moving. We'll keep it for now. We'll change it. All right, we'll do the voice. We won't change the music though.
Took a beating.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm going this way. Crisis Core remake, anyone? I mean, you might as well. You got it. You pretty much got it right here. And hang on. We get it. Now we get to save the game. And now I can't save the game? Gear. Okay, let's see. Gladius. I don't have anything else? Oh, God. Sang has the Kotetsu. Okay. This is great. I know, right? It's too bad Square didn't release the full set of modding tools for this game so you could create scenarios. because otherwise you totally could. You could just recreate all the different scenarios from Crisis Core. Wow, and like looking at this game compared to 15, oh my god, Yamahama. This does not look as good. And I guess you just can't save anywhere. You actually, there are save points in this game? There must be. Lighting looks pretty good, and hair and everything else looks fine. It's like dead bodies hung up on the wall there. There's dead people everywhere. Uh-oh.
They're alive. Not for long. Too slow.
Have you
cool.
come to prove your might?
Who are you?
One of men who haunt these grounds, following our leader in death is might. Not what our souls
Combat is
remain.
just as easy as 15, not
to the
easier.
vestiges of our past.
Why?
To test those determined to become the king's sheep.
Whoa.
And prepare them to inherit the power they pursue.
Yeah, we'll definitely change this to have the Crisis Core sword.
Their loyalty both before and beyond the grave, scaring off the unworthy. Then they'd better prepare for disappointment. That'll scare you.
You kill these guys, they sound like, you know, vacuum cleaners. Sounds like wandering away, okay. Not bad.
Only way to go is down.
Okay, let's get going. Oh. Okay. Oh my.
He ain't going down without a fight.
Wish I had like a. Oh, I think I just shut it off. There's usually like an energy bar for the bosses and stuff, but I do believe I've shut it off.
It's all yours, Marshal. Well, don't mind if I do. Pathetic.
I know, I could see this happening to Zach too. That's kind of why I started doing these projects to begin with, because when I first started playing this, after never playing Episode Gladio, I was like, oh, actually, with 7 remake mods, this would actually be pretty dope. Oh! Okay, I can roll too. Nice, so it's like acid rain. I don't want to go near there. Oh! I should put on like the actual, like, correct. The actual HUD. Yeah, that looks terrifying. Hey, that was easy. I was just gonna say that. Oh, God.
You come to prove yourself worthy.
It's Angeal. It's brought back from the dead Angeal.
I am here to undertake the trial of Gilgamesh.
And what is it you hope to glean?
Chaos.
power. And you're gonna give it to me.
Is that so?
Ready or not.
My bad, I keep doing that, and I don't know why I do that. I wish it would, like, lock on the camera, too, but I guess it doesn't like to do that anymore. Oh, that hurt. Oh, man, I wish they had camera locks so badly in this game, is there? Autocorrect speed, tracking speed. Oh, there must be a thing to track. Or maybe not. There must not be. I wonder if I'm supposed to like automatically die to this guy because he's like no level.
Brute force alone does little to impress.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to win against this guy.
He who possesses both muscle and matter of equal caliber deserves the honor of fighting beside the chosen king as his sworn shield.
You saying I don't?
A great evil threatens the people of your world. It is but the King of Kings and his shield who can safeguard their lives. All those unworthy or unwilling to rise to the task meet their end here, by my blade.
I ain't meeting mine anytime soon. This trial hasn't even begun.
If you do not fear death, then go forth, ready to battle, and prove your worth.
You are ready for this. In
Okay.
that case, let the trials begin. So the Blade Master, he's a master of blades. What? Were you expecting something profound?
Sounds like Chris Parnell. I wonder if that actually, is that Chris Parnell? It must not be. It can't be Chris Parnell. Come on, Zach. There you go. He's very different than what I remember too.
Better rest here while I can.
Oh, so this is a save point. Yes.
Might as well take a break.
Oh, okay. Gotta have the big cup of noodles right there hanging out. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes. I forgot that this does not take into consideration the saves that I've already generated.
The Blade Master isn't here to train you. He's here to test you. He won't go easy on you just because you join the Crown's Guard. So, no mercy for newbies like me.
That's enough.
No point in overthinking it. But don't forget it. Let's go.
Hang on a second. I'm the one in charge here. I want to change up the mods. Add a sword. Oh, that was quick. So do I have to like go back to the other game? I can't just return a title. Yes, thank you. It was weird. It just kind of hung out there for a while. Ah, yes, integrate. All right, let's see. Okay, good. Fusion sword. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. Yep, he's got the sword there. Perfect. I enjoyed it. It definitely could have been better. And you can like definitely like tell when you're playing it like where they started rushing it. You know? I liked the open world aspect of 15 a heck of a lot more than the more linear stuff that happened like in the end. Wow, they even have the Crisis Core sword. This is epic.
Keep your eyes and ears open. Done and done.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, but he still has the other sword. That's funny. I might have be able to change weapons until like later. So many bosses, so many enemies. All I'm doing though is just mashing the B button. All right.
Your skill is impressive.
Can we change this yet? No.
You may have the strength to defeat the darkness, but do you have the spirit to survive these trials?
Just like I taught you. Ready? And raring to go!
Such an odd game. Also, it's like just odd that I'm seeing Zack and it's Gladios' voice coming out of him. You wanna hop over there and sing at all? Or not? Oh. Nice. Oh God.
Hard and fast.
Final Fantasy 15 guys are dirty. Zack's tough voice. I going the correct way? No, I'm not. Am I going the right way? Yes. For the trial chamber. Actually, I have no idea if I'm going the right way or not. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go up here. What the heck was that? Okay. Look at that
What's
thing.
this? A trial chamber. The hand-holding stops here. Good luck.
Uh-oh. Oh, good lord.
Prepare yourself, young warrior, for the trials that await.
Prove your might, and our power shall be yours.
Oh, what was that, man? Oh. Oh. Noxious gas. You know, if I was actually swinging the busters around, I'm pretty sure all these guys would have been dead in a second. Just saying. Oh. I was supposed to be able to use something there, but I guess it never happened. Would have been great if the others had to. What is this illegal?
Go on again, fully wrecked at the happy turn up.
Wait a minute, I'm all the way back here? Ah, for the love of God. So
Keep
I
your
have
eyes and
to
ears
figure
open.
out how to
Done and
heal?
done.
It said the options there, but I don't think those were right. Oh, I see. It's exactly the same as 15's. Good Steam games on sale. If Yakuza Like a Dragon is still on sale, that's a great one.
Your skill is impressive. You may have the strength to defeat the darkness, but do you have the spirit to survive these trials?
Just like I taught you. Ready? And raring to go!
I wonder, do I auto heal? No.
Not good. They keep on coming. Die!
Pathetic.
Oh wow, they're all coming now. Dogs. Okay. Gotta go up there and beat this first boss anyways. Skip.
This.
Prepare yourself, young warrior, for the trials that await.
Nice.
Prove your might, and our power shall be yours.
Go ahead, fire your little triangle thing at me. Come on, bitch. Ow, that hurt. I guess this makes like the most painful sounds I've ever heard of any like digital character getting hit. Oh god. Another potion. Wow. So wait a minute. Stranger of Paradise has combat that is more similar to this game than 7 Remake? That's very odd. Was not expecting that. That's weird, man. Oh god. Camera's just so wacky, man. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, I wonder. That would be super cool if they did that, a nice little nod back to Crisis Core. Well, how about when the conflict is over, it's conflict resolved? Instead of fight 1 or something like that? That would have been cool. Oh. Use a potion. Dead by Daylight, that's a good one. Hey, we did it. We did it.
Our power goes with you now, young warrior.
Game is very random.
Stand tall, for the shield of the king must kneel in subjugation before no man.
What?
Thanks for the advice. And for the pick-me-up. Well, you made it out alive. Your first trial may have ended. But many more await you on your road to an audience with the Blade Master. Prepare yourself. Might as well take a break.
Like, how do you like your cup of noodles? Good. Delicious.
My father never undertook the trial of Gilgamesh, did he? No. You want to know why?
No, not really. Sorry, Sting.
You never pried into my business, so I won't dig into his. Like father, like son. Let's go.
Fascinating. I know, or how he doesn't just have liquid diarrhea every single day of his life. It's beyond me.
How long has it been since you undertook the trial? 30 years or so? Give or take. I was a lot younger than you are, and far less experienced. It's a wonder I even made it out alive.
Okay, I have to go this way.
This place look familiar to you? Vaguely. The younger me had little mind for taking in the sights.
See, that's the thing, is that I wish that the developers like made it so if you just jumped in front of there, it didn't matter if you actually like were going up to getting the icon like presented to you. If you just pressed A in front of that cliff, you would have just climbed up. Pull crumbling columns from the ground and swing them to topple even the fiercest of foes. Okay. I don't know what the heck was going on there. What happened? Was he supposed to throw that thing and he just like got like a stomach punch or something and he just dropped it? That learning tutorial definitely didn't go as it was supposed to.
Pathetic.
I also wish Gladio, like, low-key had the warp strike instead of just Noctis. There we go. First, third time of charm. I just no big deal. Just Zach Fair swinging a column around. This game is ridiculous. Doesn't it? I don't know how like that could be, but it feels even more restricting than... Oh, I can't go this way. Okay. Oh, I have to go up there. Okay, gotcha. This way, please.
Another trial chamber. And another chance for the warriors to impart their wisdom. It won't come easy, though. You'll have to earn it.
Oh god, another one of these things.
How many moons has it been?
Since our last visitor, far more than I can count.
Let us see how our latest challenger will fare.
I fucked up that guy. Beat the crap out of him, Zach. Mid-air potion. Oh god, that hurt. Oh man, I just cannot get out of the way of that giant bird. Oh god, I'm gonna die here. I'm a dead man. Oh god. Yeah, the combat just feels way more like floatier, I guess. I don't even know if that's really a word. It just feels like not as secure as 15. That guy just heal himself or what? Mother of God. I'm gonna die against this guy. He's just so unbelievably slow. It's not even giving me the option to actually do the actual like quick time event. Wake up, Gladio.
Let this happen.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure when I'm supposed to be like pressing the X because I keep doing it and I'm not really sure. It's just not, it's not giving me that option like it did the first time. Yeah, it's not giving me it at all.
Let this happen.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh. Come on.
Could I let this happen?
Yo. Come on over here. Man, Gladios is what is going on here? Hey, oh, what? Are you effing kidding me? He was dead. I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of sucks a lot. Terrible. You kill me when it's like, what is this? You kill me when he had like less than 1 HP left? What kind of cheap piece of crap? Whatever. Whatever. I just I don't like this game. It's not good. It's not a good game. It's bad. It's bad. It's a real bad game. It's bad. Not fun. Not even Zach Fair makes it fun. It's not a good game. It's not. Terrible. Terrible game. Okay. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Buenos noches. All that other good stuff. Salute. So long, assholes!
If you're feeling all you kind of could be your man up with
Santiago.
If your knees go and your teeth go, maybe you bumped into
Santiago.
He flies through the night looking for a bite, but he's back home by daylight.
Santiago.
If you sort of, or you're a little, it's certain you run into
Santiago.
If your heart goes, or your mind goes, man, you had a brush with
Santiago.
So watch out for the, beware of the, and pray you'll never meet with
Santiago. Slayer Santiago.